What's up guys, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. We're going to go through a trade review, a trade that we just took in the chat that lasted under 20 minutes. I'm going to be quick here. So it was a Bitcoin leverage trade on the 15-minute time frame. We basically were saying, we were looking at this range and I was telling everyone that if we could close, if Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame could close above this green box and the exact price was 40,600, if price could close above that and then stay above this green box, we should then head to this previous green high over here. I think it was 41.3k. It would be a gain of 1.89%. Now you must be thinking, that is nothing. I want 20%, I want 10%, 20%, 30%. This is why we leverage trade, so we can get these gains from smaller movements, so we don't need to be in trades for such a long period. So once we were above this box, I was telling everyone right here, once we were above it, the target would be 41.3. But to know we are still going to this target, once we are above this green box, we must stay above it. And if price closes back below 40.6k again, the trade becomes invalid. So I would put my stop loss at the green box below, down here at 40.2. So I'm putting my stop loss right there, and I know I'm entering once we're above this green box. After breaking above this, if we then close below this green box again, I know the trade is wrong because it would be a fake out and we'd head to support, just like we've seen here, where we go up, come back, go up, come back, because we were failing to stay above the green box. We were failing to even get above it. So the same thing here. Look at the time I posted this, 1:52. We go to the chart now, over here, and then we'll play the candle. So the next candle printed, and that is the go signal. So right there is where we enter. We now just closed above it. Then this next candle was very scary. In fact, for 12 minutes of this candle was red down to there. But in the last 3 minutes of that 15-minute candle, it actually closed higher than the previous close, and it had wicks to the bottom, basically confirming that this previous resistance is now support. And the reason is because you were below, but now you actually got back above. They deemed this as the bottom, and price started heading higher. And literally with that candle right there, we couldn't even show the next one. With that candle right there, we took profits. And I'll just go back to the chat. Over here, as predicted, we are pumping with 10x leverage. You would be up 10%. This is when price was currently like 1% up here, and then 5x, it'd be 5%. You can now close the trade if you want, or you can move your stop loss to entry, so it's risk free. Please enjoy. Imagine we just made 10% in 15 minutes. The stock market does 10% in a year. Boom, done for the week, just like that. If I was you, I'd personally close the trade and not be greedy. So I was talking about Bitcoin because we have another trade open that's not leverage. It's just an investment. Trade went as high as 14% with 10x and 7% with 5x. A nice 15-minute trade. Also remember what I said about leverage trading. You actually want to trade with your whole account. I'll explain this in a second. You want to trade with your whole account in one trade, and it's the leverage and your stop loss which makes it a 5 to 10% risk, so you don't lose all your money. So we're going to go back to the trade over here, and you can see our stop loss is at 0.91. If I put 10x leverage on this makes my stop loss 9%. And that is basically the reason why I tell you guys to trade with your whole account, rather than, oh, I'm scared about this trade, let me trade with half my account, let me trade with 10% of my account. That is wrong, because if you're only trading with 10% of your account, let's say we had £1,000, if you're trading with 10% of that, that's £100. Then you go into the trade with £100, and then you need to set a stop loss, and that stop loss is maximum 5 to 10%. So if I'm going in only with £100 and then my stop loss is 5 to 10%, the loss is nothing, and the gain will be nothing also. So for example here, risk to reward of 2. I'm trying to risk 1 to gain 2 times my risk. So my take profit should be double my risk. So if I put 10x leverage here, 9% to gain 18%. But if I'm trading with 100 instead of 1,000, and then with this 100, I'm only risking 9%. You're only going to risk 9, and then the gain will only be 18, 20%. 20% of 20% of 100, you know what I mean? So it's nonsense. You need to trade with the whole account in one trade, and then the stop loss and your leverage is what's going to make you lose X amount. So we know every trade we want to risk max 5 to 10%. So for this trade, if I put 10x, it's 9, so it fills the criteria. So if I'm trading with £1,000 now and I'm risking 9%, I'm risking £90. Now the gain would be £180. Whereas if I had £1,000 account and I'm too scared, I want to risk just 10% of my account, I click 10%, and then when I'm in the trade, I put a stop loss of 10%. Your gain would only be 20. It's nonsense. There's no point in trading. So please risk your whole account. Obviously not financial advice, but just trying to make it easier for you guys to make some money. Thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in the crypto packages, link in the description down below to my Twitter page, where you just go to the pinned post and message me, and we'll get you started in the chat so you can make some profit. Perfect, guys. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace.